Hello everybody, it's Walrusxyz here, and today I am recording a profile on Zing. This was not my deck, this was my father's deck. He entered the YCS with this, and well, he didn't exactly know how to use it, but when he got the hang of it and realized what he was doing, he won every match he had after that. So, yeah, after about the 7th round, he understood what he was doing. So let's just get right into it. First off, we've got 3 Chi-Wen, Light of the Yang-Zing. Now, all the Yang-Zings have an effect that when they're destroyed, you special summon another Yang-Zing from their deck, from your deck. And Chi-Wen has an especially good effect, because if a Yang-Zing you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, and he's in your graveyard, you can special summon him back, but he's banished when he leaves the field. And he's one of the 2 tuners in this deck, so he really just helps. Next up, 3 Jiao. Jiao is really good because A, he's got a huge wall defense, and he's got, he's a tuner. But if you open up with him, you can special summon Bixie and Beyond, and then it won't be able to be destroyed by battle, and it's unaffected by trap cards. So it's really good, whatever card you choose to summon, which would be a 7. So you get a really powerful Yazian. Basically, when he's on your field alone, you get to send 2 Yang-Zings from your hand to the graveyard, and you can special summon 1 Yang-Zing with 0 attack and 1 Yang-Zing with 0 defense, and that allows you to sync really quick. Now, the rest of the Yang-Zings have effects where you can synchro summon on your opponent's turn, so we have 2 Bixies here. Bixie is really good because he, A, lets you sync on your opponent's turn, but also, any monster you sync with is unaffected by trap cards, so that's pretty decent. Suwami basically does the same thing as Bixie, except he's level 4, and instead of making him unaffected by trap cards, he gives them a 500 boost. So that's also really good, because you get that extra 500, it's nice. 2 Beyond, because it doesn't actually clog as much, because you can normal summon it. And he makes it so you can't be destroyed by battle, and he's level 3. So he's really good. Next, 1 Taudi, purely for the level. He's level 5, which is really good for syncing. And he prevents your monsters from getting swapped, so you can't get big-eyed. Now, this isn't any normal Yang-Zing deck. This is, in fact, Zephyr-Zings. So we've got some Yang-Zing pendulums here, and a few other pendulums. So we've got 3 Zephyraxy. Zephyraxy is really nice, because if he's special summoned from your deck, he gets to make it so the one other Yang-Zing on your field becomes a tuner. And this basically means you can get another tuner. He's like a sort of odd tuner, like a tuner maker, and he also does that when he's pendulum summoned. And when he's destroyed, he's sent to the bottom of the deck after he activates his ability. Next up, 3 Zephyr Neo. Zephyr Neo is pretty good, because A, he's got a huge defense, B, he's 6, and 3, when he's pendulum summoned or destroyed, you get to search a Zephyra or Yang-Zing spell or trap, and there are a lot of cards that you can search with that. And finally, for pendulums, 3 Archfiend Eccentric. I traded for a long time to get these at YCS, just because I didn't feel like spending any money. But Eccentric is just overall an amazing card, purely because of its ability, which lets you tribute and destroy, or destroy and destroy a spell or trap. It's just too flexible of a card, and furthermore, it can help you pendulum summon Yang-Zings, because you use it in the other half of your scale for 7. And finally, 1 tech card is Night Dracolich. We run one of these boys, because it changes all non-worm types to defense mode that were special summoned from the main deck or extra deck, and they lose defense equal to their original deck defense. And this is really good against Cosmo, because Cosmo special summons from... Oh wait, no, though it isn't. Some Cosmo special summons from their deck, which is really good. It just blocks a lot of things. Stops a lot of extra deck play. Onto the spells. 3 Yang-Zing Path. It's pretty simple. It's like a Pot of Avarice for Yang-Zing. You shuffle 3 Yang-Zings back into your deck and you draw 2. Which is great because it recycles really fast. 2 Oracle of Zephyr. This searches out your scales and lets you stack your deck, which is nice, because it's a good field spell. That's not the only field spell. Kind of just, there we go. We got Chicken Game. Chicken Game, just overall a good card. You just get to draw power and you don't take damage, and if you guys don't know what Chicken Game does, it's just ridiculous because the person with the lowest life points just takes no damage, and it's absurd. And of course, you do have to search those cards out. So we run 2 Terraforming. 3 just gets too cloggy because we're not running that many field spells. But Terraforming searches out a field spell for you. Then we got 3 Upstart, which synchronizes fairly well with Chicken Game. You just get to draw, which is nice. And 1 Raigeki. Raigeki's just a nuke. That's really all you can say about Raigeki, but that's not the only nuke. We got 2 Yang Zing Creation. Yang Zing Creation is really good because whenever a Yang Zing you control is destroyed, you get to special summon another Yang Zing. That's once per turn. But what this basically means is, if you have other Yang Zing monsters like Baxia or like Ghazi, and you use his effect to destroy Yang Zings, you get more Yang Zings, which is really nice. Next, Vanity's Emptiness. Once you get your Yang Zings on the field, just flip it, stop everything. Solemn Warning. It's a staple, stopping summonings. And Zephyr Divine Strike. We saw one of these too, but this is really just good because you can search it out with Zephyr New. And it just really stops. It's like a Solemn Strike for Zephyrs. Or not at all, like a negate effect. Moving on to the extra deck. Herald of Arclight. This is mainly for decks like BA, Lightsworn, Infernoids, any kind of milling deck. This is just really good to deal with them. Armady just deals with anything. He's like a sheep, Fright for Sheep, and he just can't be hit. When he attacks, your opponent can't do anything to stop it. Metaphysaurus. If you sink him with a Pendulum, you get to take one of your opponent's monsters, which is great. And if you sink him with a normal monster, you get to make a monster on the field's effect negated. So you just get to do both if you sink with a normal monster and a Pendulum monster, and it's great because you just block out a lot of things. Black Rose Moonlight. Simple enough. It's just Bouncer. It bounces all special summons. Well, not all of them, but it can. Black Rose, just a nuke. You don't ever use it for anything else, unless you're going for disrespect. Void Ogre Dragon is really good if you have Jiao-Tu, because if you play Jiao-Tu, well, you could probably get Void Ogre pretty quickly, and chances are you've used up your resources, making it so you won't have any cards in your hand, which makes Void Ogre a really good option. Then there's Stardust Dragon. Stardust is, he's Stardust. What can you do? He's a cover card. He's really good too. He just protects your cards. Just really all around good. Trishula. What can I say about Trishula? Ever since he came off the ban list, he's just been wreaking havoc in Yang Zing decks. Because you just get to banish 3 cards, and that's just a lot of power, especially with 27 beater like Trishula. Onto the Yang Zing Synchros. 3 Baxia. Baxia is great because he can bounce as many attributes as he's summoned with, and he's an 8. So that's really good. And furthermore than that, you can special summon a Yang Zing from your deck by destroying the Yang Zing, and then that destroyed Yang Zing will get its effect because Yang Zings get their effects when they're destroyed. And if you have Yang Zing Creation on, you get another Yang Zing, so technically you get 3 Yang Zings for the price of 1. No, you don't summon it. You summon another Yang Zing from your graveyard. Basically, you swap 2 Yang Zings apart. But you get a lot of Yang Zings off of that, and it's really easy for sinks. Next up, Yazi. Yazi can't be targeted. There's really nothing I can say about him that's bad. Furthermore, when he's destroyed by battle, you get a worm, and, also, you can target a Yang Zing you control, and another card your opponent controls, and you destroy it, and you destroy a card they control. So you destroy your Yang Zing, you get your Yang Zing's effect, you special summon back a Yang Zing, and you destroy their card. It's just too good. And finally, the boss monster, 2 Chao Fang. Chao Fang is great just because of his abilities. He can stop any effects that he's attribute summoned with. So if you summon him with water, you stop Mermails. If you summon him with dark, you stop like Dark World. If you summon him with light, you stop Lightsworn, psy-frame. If you summon him with dark, you can stop blacklings, you can stop anything really that you want to stop, which is just a fantastic thing to have, especially with 28. But furthermore than that, whenever a monster your opponent controls is destroyed, you get a worm type, and well, that's the same attribute as that monster, which is just great. And when he's destroyed, you get to add a tuner, so you can really just recycle yourself regardless with this card. But that is going to do it for this deck profile, guys. No side deck. No side deck. I didn't feel like it. But yeah, if you guys like this deck profile, be sure to smack that like button and subscribe for more deck profiles like this one. Maybe next up is Monarchs. But yeah, thank you all for watching. This is Walrusxyz signing out.